excuse the washing hanging up.
Look at that. Yeah, absolutely rammed. If I can walk up here without dropping my camera. Engine seems like it's running a little bit fast actually.
Hey everyone, it's what is it? It's Thursday, the 22nd of May. I've been on this mooring that I'm on now for, I think I've been here for 3 nights, maybe 4 nights. Excuse the washing hanging up. Had a bit of rain yesterday, but this morning it's looking nice and sunny. But I know it's going to rain in a couple of hours. I think the time's about 7:45. I've been up since about 6:30.
Currently on a superb mooring at the edge of a farm field. As you can see, I've got the stern anchored out away from the bank, but also, if I can walk up here without dropping my camera, I've also got the bow partially anchored out as well. And by partially, I've thrown a weight over the starboard side to help myself, to keep the boat pulled out to that side. But then I've just got one pin in this field when I need to let my my dog off, Lily, off for a wee. Then I loosen the weight rope and obviously pull myself in with the pin there. Yeah, lovely little spot. This is just the kind of mooring that I like. Kind of partly hidden from, well, I think the other side of there is the farmer's house and the barn and whatnot, but you get a few dog walkers in the field over there because there's a shallow area and they'll let their dogs down. But yeah, great little mooring this one.
Sometimes farmers nowadays can be a little bit funny. I think they just had to contend with liverboards that have sort of set up camp, never moved and made a mess of the area. Although I have got a line on his land, if I took that off I'd be well within my rights just to stay anchored here. But I'm not sort of doing it for that reason. I'm just trying to just a happy medium of I can let Lily off, but you know, majority of the time I'm away from his land. Might not be a problem anyway. There are cattle in this field, but at the moment they don't seem to be coming around this section. And it's nice because I think the house or the barn is the other side of these trees. So I'm shaded or hidden away by the trees. He knows I'm here because I've seen him go past with his tractor a few times. But anyway, lovely little spot. I love all this. A few people I've chatted to here. There was a couple that were swimming here the other night. We were talking about the quality of the water in terms of, I don't know if quality is the right word, but in terms of sewage and stuff, and had quite an interesting conversation about that, because she knows somebody that tests the water for the EA. Anyway, that's me this morning. I'm going to get back to my coffee and book and see how the day pans out.
A few moments later.
I'm going to do my starboard side seacock today. I've just moved the stuff over from this side. I just started to notice the temperature on the engine climbing a bit higher than normal the last time I moved, but that's done really well, which kind of shows the river is a lot clearer. Although I have shown this quite a few times, I will put another video up with me doing it because you know, I'm constantly getting new subscribers. So for those that are new, might not have any idea what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can see in here. So for those that don't know what I'm talking about, this is the seacock. The filter's in there. Obviously there's the tap on the seacock. You actually have to turn off to stop river water coming in when I take that cap off. So let's try and squeeze in there. excuse my heavy breathing into the mic because I'm bent down doing this. I need to get a mallet on this. Did that go? There we go. There we go. That's a touch. So you'll get some water coming out because obviously there's water in this whole unit. Oh yeah, you can see how round that filter is. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely round. So we get rid of that. Yeah, so much in there. I was expecting it to be like this. I should have done this before, but I'm surprised. Although I said I saw the engine temperature going a little bit hotter than normal, I'm surprised it didn't go right up to sort of overheat with that amount in there. So it's just leaves, twigs, other bits and pieces floating the river. Okay, we'll stick this back in. I'm trying this little cheap action camera again, so I hope you can hear and see everything. Stick that back in. We're starting to splay a little bit at the bottom where it's had so much in. It's such a basic, you know, just a plastic filter. Nothing too fine, just fine enough to stop the big bits going through. That's enough. If you do over tighten that, it's an absolute nightmare to get off. A lot of modern boats have these weed bowls. My mate suggested about getting one, and it actually sits further up here on you put it in a pipe where you can get it to get it from the top a lot easier. And I think it's literally undo the lid and just pull all the crap out. Lid back on. You don't have to mess about the seacock. So now we're opening this back up so the water can flow. So for those that haven't watched my videos before, don't know about boats, this river water flows into an exchanger, so it's into this jacket, where on one side it's the cool river water, and on the inside of that is the warm engine coolant, and this helps to cool that coolant down, because obviously the engines are hidden away under the flooring. They don't have a radiator with a cooling fan, so this is how those engines are cooled. Hope that makes sense to any new ones on here. So I've done many a video on this, and when I got the boat, these were actually seized. Somebody suggested I replace them. You get a modern one now with a tap that's on off, but they're made of like a composite. I mean, this stuff's lasted 51 years, and it's a solid piece. Whereas the new ones I can just see becoming brittle as years go on, and the last thing you want is one of those to crack. So anyway, that's done, that's open. Put all the stuff back, put the flooring back, run the engine up, make sure the water's flowing out the back correctly. Okay, so we fire up the starboard engine. I tend to do these seacocks. I'll do one on one day and one on the other. Obviously the one on the port side, I recently had that issue where the seacock wasn't getting any water out, and it wasn't to do with the filter being blocked. Let's just fire this up. It was actually to do with the outside, like the hull of the boat, I think had got clay smeared across the hole or the aperture, maybe where I've moored somewhere on a shallow bank excuse the weights out everywhere. I'm sort of in the middle of training while I'm doing this. Right, let's go and check that. Check the water out the back though. So that's fine. You can see the water flowing there. So that's what's going round, cooling the engine coolant. So it's river water that's drawn in from where I've just shown you, goes around through the heat exchanger and then comes out the exhaust here. Obviously I have one on either side. Job done. Engine seems like it's running a little bit fast actually.